Whether you're new to pool and practicing the basics, or a more experienced player performing drills to improve your shot making and positional play, the Drill Partner is perfect for you.
Welcome to an evening edition of Doggin It. I'm Molina Mike, and as you guys may know, we're doing a series of these interviews for Junior Nationals coming up. And earlier today, I was lucky enough to have Kennedy Maiman on, and that was a fun interview. And we're going to be doing more stuff with Kennedy. I want to try to make it more of like a regular thing with her. If we can do like WPBA stuff and some junior event stuff. So I look forward to having her on more in the next coming months. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear and see me okay. I'm running solo for the moment, but I do got a very special guest, or actually multiple guests for this show. And so we got a lot of things to go over in regards to Junior Nationals. It's next month in Quincy, Illinois. Appreciate Shane Tyree for giving Collins and I an opportunity to just kind of do our thing and have a good time with it and showcase the kids, more importantly. So, we are going to have a lot of juniors on, not just kids who have been playing quite regularly, kids who have won the event, kids who have come close. We're also going to have some players who it's their first time. So I want to bring in two very special guests. I actually got introduced to them, I think through a chat that Collins had on the stream. So let me bring them on. It's Declan and RJ Sommers. Did I pronounce it right? Did I get it more or less?
Yep, you got it.
You got it.
That's Declan. I'm
Can
RJ.
you guys hear me? I don't know if I can hear you. Hold on one second. Let me adjust my audio real quick. Hold on one second. Make sure your settings are on. Can you guys hear them? Because I can't hear you guys. Maybe try if you can hear me, try refreshing and then come back in if you can, and we'll try doing it that way. I'm gonna send you guys to the back here for just a minute. So while you guys do that. So we're gonna have these two men on right now. Declan it's his first time, and I got introduced to them via Collins' stream. Let me bring them back on here and see. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, now I can hear you. We got action now, boys. All right, perfect. So Declan is to my left, is that right? And then RJ is sitting right next to him. Did I get that right, boys?
Yes, sir.
All right, wonderful. I want to start with you, RJ, because you were watching Collins' post-up stream, and I think that's how we ended up linking up. Is that right?
Yeah, you guys were talking about the BEF, and it's when I made the comment, hey, my son's going down there for the first time. So then you and I then started chatting a little bit about doing something like this.
What made you decide to get him signed up, and was it a decision that you kind of pushed, or was it something that Declan had an interest in? I mean, how would you go and say that it came about?
Well, the junior program that he belongs to, Famous City Juniors, they actually had several kids go to the BEF. There's a big poster with tons of photos. And when they decided to move it to Quincy, that was a no-brainer for us. I mean, Quincy is, a couple hours away versus plane ride to Vegas. So that's when we decided to go ahead and do it. So it was mutual, and he absolutely wanted to do it, and I'm not going to stop him.
How long you been playing pool for, Declan?
Well, I was always near pool tables because obviously my dad played league when I was real little. So, I was rolling balls, even sometimes picking up a stick at like 5, but I really decided to take the game serious like 5 years ago, maybe 6 now. So I've been kind of involved in the pool community for a while now.
Was it so? It sounds like it was more of an interest that you took versus your dad kind of pushing it on you, which is a very important as parents that we let you kids fly.
Yeah,
that was one thing we talked about when we started talking about wanting to play pool. Like, just play and have fun. I'm not going to push you. I'm not going to have you do anything you don't want to do. And then when he started to want to learn more, then of course I was teaching him, and then we got him in that program.
What was refresh me on what your fondest memory is as a kid when you first got introduced to playing pool or being around a pool table?
Honestly, it was just kind of the people, just everyone like kind of just accepted me. I was kind of scared because I was real shy at the time.
Were they scared of your dad? Maybe is that what it was?
No, not me.
Yeah,
I was very anxious, and then I don't know, it just felt good to be accepted. It kind of brought me out of my shell. which is a great thing. Just in life in general, not even in the pool community. Just now in life, I'm not really scared. I'm able to be myself.
Look, I can 1,000,000% relate to that. It may be a surprise to a lot of people, but I'm more of an introvert, and there's a lot of people that are like that within the pool community. I found, even big name players that are getting hounded for autographs and by interviews from some donkeys, that they're very much an introvert, and pool is kind of their space to shine and do their thing. And they have such a natural passion for it that it resonates, and you don't have to try to be something that you're not. You can just be a pool player and enjoy the game. I remember back when I was maybe about the same age as whenever you got introduced, right around 5, I had a stepmom who my granddad at the time, or my granddad was a great pool player in his area, and I had no idea. And I showed up to his house one day, and there's trophies all over and pictures of players that I had no idea who they were, but they looked important. They looked like baseball cards, and I grew up collecting baseball cards. And when I finally got reintroduced to the game when I was about 21, I would go back and I'd spend time with my granddad, and that's how we bonded, until he passed. And to this day, when I go play, I can still hear tips that he gave me or advice that he gives me whenever I was over there spending weekends with him. And I love hearing that journey that you kind of found with your father. And I'd imagine, RJ, that it was a great bonding experience for you guys to be able to hang out together, not just be like a parent-son kind of vibe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then, as he's gotten older, we've played a couple tournaments together, and that's memories that, gonna live with me till the day I die. We took third place in a tournament during COVID lockdown. Yeah. There was a little private parent-child tournament that was going on, and nice. He played great. Shocked a lot of the people because they didn't really know him all that well in terms of a pool player. We've played a couple more tournaments together, and just, I enjoy it. I love the game. I've grown up playing since I was 13 years old, and when he got into it, of course, I try and nurture as much as I can, but I also want him to do his own thing. I don't force him in any tournaments. Sometimes I do gotta give him a little kick in the butt to maybe go practice, especially if there's an upcoming tournament that he wants to play in. But other than that, he's definitely self-motivated.
Preparation is key, and I always tell my kids, and forgive me for cursing here, but I always tell them, don't half-ass it. You make sure that if you're gonna get involved in something, you're gonna see it through, and I want you to give an honest effort more than anything. And then if they decide from there they don't want to do it, after the fact, that's their choice. But once you get into it, you make sure and you stay committed and give the best effort that you can. So I love hearing that, and it's pool is very unique in that you can bond with so many different people from different parts of life. I've met people all over the world in different social classes, doctors, lawyers, to, the nobodies that come in and hang around the bar, so it's very special like that. And there's tons of characters, and I'm glad that you were able to find it, Declan, and just kind of find a community to hang out in. I'm curious, what is the pool situation like in y'all's area out there in Illinois? Is it like just bar table? Is it 9-foot? What's the game of preference also?
So we got a great establishment by us called Racks on the Rocks. They got 13 7-foots, and then
13 diamond bar boxes and 5 9-foot pro cut. In fact, a lot of the pros have come up there and played some tournaments.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna go up there. I want to say because Ray and them do a tournament every year. I feel like at Racks on the Rocks, and I was supposed to go over there. I want to say maybe last year, or the year before. So I've definitely heard of it. Yeah. So what's the game of preference for you guys? Is it just rotation, 8-ball, 9-ball? What are you enjoying playing?
I prefer rotation games, like 9-ball especially. But I play most disciplines: 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, straight pool. Obviously, because I'm in the BEF also. I was just practicing.
I was gonna ask, yeah.
Some one pocket every now and then.
My man. Yeah. Well, listen, if I'm out there, not if I'm out there, because I'm gonna be out there. When I'm out there, if we get some time, we'll play some one pocket and some banks. I'm good at banging them into the rail. That's why I enjoy playing one pocket and banks. So I can't necessarily get it in the hole, but I can get it hanging around in the general area. So that's
and then besides racks on the rocks, which is, I mean, they're 12 minutes away from us, and so it makes it easy for me just to go over there. But he also plays at Famous City Billiards. That's kind of his home bar for his junior league, and that's in Creve Coeur, which is about 25 minutes from here. And they have, I want to say they have 9 or 10 bar box tables, diamonds, and then they have one Gandy. So they have one old school 9-foot table up there.
What are the restrictions like, if any, for minors being in places like that? Because I know it's like different from county to county and even city to city.
Well, some places in the area, you just can't sit at the bar. Some places, I can't really think of any at the top of my head because it's very little. No one under 21 can be in, but most places around here, if they have more than one pool table especially, then kids are allowed in there. Sometimes you just can't sit at the bar, but I'm fine going into Racks and Famous and other places in my area, so I don't really got that struggle.
Yeah, with what you're asking, Racks is considered, I guess, because I've asked this question with the owner before, is considered like a bowling alley.
Okay, so
food, so it's not necessarily a bar; it's a pool hall. Famous is the same way. They allow juniors up there to play, and they have Sunday instruction up there as well. So the kids are given anytime they want to come and play, they get play, and at Famous they get free table time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
now down at Racks, he and I get free table time as well because I used to teach down at Racks, but they changed their date from a Saturday to Sunday because some of the kids couldn't make it. So I kind of had to make a decision, and obviously my son wants to play at Famous, so we ended up going back there. But yeah, we were just down there today practicing before we got on here with you.
How does that help you out, RJ? Because obviously, like you mentioned earlier, there's financials to consider when you talk about attending events, and for that matter, there's financials to consider when it comes to preparation, because you go places, you're going to have, table time. How much, if any, has it been for, thinking about this event, as far as the bottom line part of it? Has it been kind of an issue or something that you thought about before you signed up? Or give me that perspective from a parent side.
Yeah, it's something that we've thought about. In fact, he participated in the JIC in season 1 with them. So we raised travel funds to go to Ohio. And there was another one in Ohio is also that we went to that D. Atkins invited us to. So again, we would raise travel funds for stuff like that. Declan just won a qualifier that had some added money in it. And
nice, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's going to help. And then with the BEF, they actually have raffle tickets that the kids have available to sell. So we're doing that as well.
Since you bring it up, let me just transition here a little bit, and we will show you guys, and maybe you can give out some information in regards to the raffle. If you want to give us all the details, Declan.
All right, so the BEF is giving us the opportunity to sell raffle tickets. They're $10 a spot. $9 goes to me and all the other kids that are selling them, and then $1 goes back to the BEF.
Hold on a minute. Wait. So you spend $10 and $9 of it goes to you guys?
Yes.
That's an amazing deal by the BEF and by the sponsor Beach Hour.
Yeah, that's absolutely great, fantastic what they do. And there's 2 queues that they're raffling off, so it'll be 2 different winners. The value, and you can see it in the post there, is $3,100. I believe that. I'm trying to pull up the thing on my phone here. Both of the queues are limited queues, limited to 50 queues in total. One of them is worth $1,800. The other one's worth $1,300. And any ticket that he sells, certainly going to help with hotel costs. Traveling down to Quincy for us is not that much, but still, if we're going to be there the whole week, it's going to be close to $1,700 just for the hotel alone.
Right.
So that's kind of rough as a single parent.
No, I believe me. If anyone gets it, it's me, man. I completely understand what you mean. How can they, if we wanted to buy some tickets, how can we get a hold of you? What's the best way to get in contact with you boys?
So you could either message me or my dad on Facebook, or as you see listed on the post, we have a Venmo and a PayPal that you can reach out to. And if you want more information, then yeah, just message us.
Yeah, look us up on Facebook, Declan Sommers or RJ McGuire Sommers, and anyone sends friends requests, certainly we'll accept them. And if you want tickets, then what we do is the money will either be sent through Venmo or PayPal. I don't use Cash App, and I have all the tickets electronically from the BEF. So then I would fill out their name, take a picture of that ticket for them, and send it to them. So they have the actual ticket number, which on that post I have the numbers kind of blocked out for that particular reason.
Well, that's a pretty sweet deal, man, and that's pretty awesome. Matt Poland in the comments says he'll take 5 tickets, so we'll make sure that we get Matt to get a hold of you guys, and we and matter of fact, put me down for another 5, and I'll send you over some the payment info as well. So
Okay.
that's pretty awesome. You know, I love giving Shane Tyree a hard time, and but for that, I'm gonna have to let him off the hook. So I'll make sure and give him kudos the next time that we speak to him. So you guys can hit him up on Facebook, either RJ McGuire Sommers or Declan Sommers, to go and help support it. But let's talk about pool. So you mentioned you're playing straight pool. You mentioned you're playing 10 ball. What's the preparation been like leading up to the event that starts in about a month from now?
So anytime that I really had the opportunity to go out and practice, I've tried to take that opportunity. So for straight pool right now, I'm really just trying to get the break down and returning the break. That's a huge aspect.
Right.
Revisiting the lag, which is something that you kind of put to the side after a while, and then I just need to come back to that and get that down, because that's also huge. I mean, that could determine the match in straight pool, and I mean any other discipline. For 10 ball, I mainly have been playing my instructor, Rick Carlson, in challenge matches, not for any money, just like we just run it back a lot, like just anytime we get the chance, just play like 3 sets of it, and then another time play 3 sets of it. Just
are they taking it easy on you, or are they giving you the business? Are they trying out there?
Sometimes it feels like he's not, but I mean, every time I have a good day and he has a bad day, it can go either way. So I mean,
Rick's not letting him off the hook. Rick doesn't let him off the hook. He challenges him. It's not all about, and I can speak as an instructor, it's not about beating the kids. It's teaching the kids.
Right.
So, we'll strategically miss a shot, which will then cause the kid to have to go multiple rails to hit the ball, which is something that they, need to practice as well. So, but yeah, when Declan plays Rick, it's intense. It gets pretty intense. I sit on the sideline just shaking my head.
Well, you got to compete, and competition is going to teach you a lot of things. It'll teach you character more than anything, I feel like. And it takes a special human being to be a teacher. I'll tell you that, because I have a family full of educators. And during COVID, I learned just how much I did not give them the respect that they deserve, from my aunt to my mom to a few aunts, actually. And when I had to teach my kids at home, let's just say my patience wasn't necessarily the best. So I had to learn, that it just, I got a newfound respect when it comes to educators. So all the props in the world go to you, RJ. But see, I'm not that guy. My kids are going to learn the hard way. If they're going to give me a shot, I'm running out. I'm going to try to anyway.
There's times that he'll get run out on, but when you start seeing the frustration set in, especially for a 15-year-old, you want to bring them back.
No, I get it for sure.
Get them engaged again. So that's one way to get them engaged. But like I said, Rick doesn't really give him much, and when he and I play, Dad doesn't lay down. Dad doesn't.
My man.
Dad doesn't strategically miss or anything like that.
I'm with you, man. I get it. I'm with you. I felt that in my soul.
Last year for my birthday, we played straight pool, and he whooped my butt and made a post on Facebook.
You got to needle him a little bit, yeah.
For my birthday, but he gave me a spanking on the pool table.
I love it, man. I love it. You got to needle when you can. There's, trash talking is very much necessary with respect. So I love hearing that. You guys mentioned it's about 2 hours away. When are you guys heading out there? You playing like you mentioned the entire week? Is that right?
Yeah, the tournament's all week. We have to be there Monday for a mandatory meeting. I don't have the schedule in front of me as to the events, particularly what day they're all starting, and especially with him playing 2 events, and obviously there's other kids that are playing multiple events. So it's new to me. So we'll definitely adapt and overcome.
Well, we're gonna be there, Collins and I. I think I get there that Saturday night, I think, and then we'll be setting up all day Sunday. And I've never been to Quincy, Illinois, so maybe you guys can, enlighten me a little bit. What is there to do in Quincy, Illinois, or what are some highlights of Quincy, Illinois that I must check out if you know of any, if there is any?
There's a real nice restaurant, and I couldn't tell you the name off the top
Is
of
it
my head.
is it like a Denny's or something? RJ, tell me, level with me here.
No, it's not a Denny's. It's a real nice establishment. They got great food. Like I said, I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. We were just down in Quincy actually for the Illinois State ACS tournament.
Nice.
But it's just a huge convention center loaded with pool tables, concrete floors. So, but on the backside of it, there's a lot of restaurants and stuff. If I remember correctly, if I'm thinking of the right location.
When you remember it, just shoot me a message, and Collins and I will gladly go check it out while we're out there. Declan, let's get you out of here on this. What are you most looking forward to at the BEF?
I'm just mostly looking forward to the competition because I don't really participate in as many tournaments as I want. And, this is a huge opportunity for me. Just really get the exposure of how intense it can be. And I want to be able to use that in my future, that type of competition, the competitiveness of all the players that I play, just try to learn from that and implement it in my game.
You go and compete, but make sure you also enjoy yourself at the same time. It's super important to don't get lost in the moment or, 2 down or 2 up. Make sure you stay a little even keel and prepare. Like your dad said, make sure you put in the time and the effort ahead of time. And that way, when you get there, you'll be at the best game you can possibly be at. So I wish you all the luck in the world. RJ, I appreciate you for making this happen. And for all parents that are like you, man, I hope there's going to be a ton more first timers. And if you know of any that are going to be going out there for the first time or their second time or third time, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to talk with you and pick your brain a little bit. Boys, I appreciate you making time for me this evening. Wait, hold on one second. Before I let you go, did you tell me that he's taking college classes? Because I thought you said he was 15.
He's 15 years old, and he's actually I'll let him talk about it because I'm a proud father, and he'll come across real proud, but he's proud of it too. So you tell him what's going on.
So I got the opportunity to do what's called D2 dual diploma. So I'm able to go to Illinois Central College and take college courses that will allow me to pass high school and get an associate's degree. So right now I'm actually taking one class over the summer semester, college prep course. Because it's a whole new experience for me, and it's kind of also rough because then I gotta do this college work, and then I gotta find time to prepare for this tournament. I'm making it work, and I just honestly I think that it's a great opportunity for me. This college thing, I kind of like the atmosphere more than high school, honestly. And I feel like it's just a great step towards my future. I got 2 years up on all my peers by doing this program. People will be graduating high school 17, 18. I'm graduating college, or I'll be having a associate's degree at 17. So, that's a huge up.
Agree 1,000,000%. You make sure and you follow through with it and take the most advantage that you can out of that. It'll pay. It'll go so far in life, not just in high school, Declan. So massive congratulations for that. And Dad, I get it. I'd be just as proud too. So you keep up the hard work, and I look forward to seeing you guys out there at Quincy.
Definitely. We'll look up for sure. Thanks a lot for this, Mike.
Yeah, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Everybody, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's going to be a fun event that we're going to be out there at Junior Nationals a week with Collins and I. We're going to be streaming as many of really everything from the 10 ball to the straight pool to you name it, whatever else is going on. We're going to be out there. So we appreciate all of our sponsors who are making this happen. Q and Case, Fort Worth Billiards, Moonlight and Billiards, Q-Tech as well, and then of course Shane Tyree with the BEF for inviting Collins and I to go out there and have a great experience. Yeah, we'll see you guys soon, and I appreciate all y'all for tuning in tonight. Later, y'all.